You said is the intelligence is being given, so it is not
he is also not good because I was there telling him the truth.
Also, you are giving him.
I told him the truth, and because he doesn't want the truth, he got rid of me. He doesn't want the truth.
So got rid of you because you're going to.
I told him the truth. I told him finance bill, it cannot work. I said, stop abduction, Mr. President. Stop killing young people.
So issue was not like you're planning to kill him. See, the story is you're planning to kill him.
You know the allies that he would give. How do you kill a president? That man is heavily guarded. And if I had planned to kill him, I would have been arrested and taken to prison. Sure. You know, even lying requires a bit of intelligence. you know, Mwai Kibaki, sometimes in 1988, when there was Mololongo here in the area, he was rigged. And he said even the rigging requires some bit of intelligence. Yeah. Please, William Ruto, Kipchumba Murkomen, even lying requires some little bit of intelligence. You know, don't just lie to Kenyans when they can see you are lying to them. How do you lie when you are with a visiting president? On TV, you lie to the people of Kenya, looking at them without blinking, that all the people who had been abducted have been related with their families when you know it's a lie. You know?
Do you think he knows that he's lying sometimes?
No, he knows.
From
I think what has happened, by the way, William Ruto has lied so much that he believes in his own lies. You know, sometimes I even wonder whether his real name is William Ruto. Sometimes I have no doubt. Is he really William Ruto? Because, you know, these lies are just too much. When you go and say you talk to Cheluget, a guy who died in 2017, oh, you Cheluget, Musijali, hata nimeketi naye juzi, tumekubaliana, hii maneno ya mashamba tumeketi na ni sawa na hiyo maneno yote nimenyorosha. And the man died in 2017. You know, I can't believe it.
If this government is so bad, why were you working so hard not to get impeached from the government that you are speaking harshly against?
Well, because I had not been employed by the government or by William Ruto or by members of parliament.
But you knew that you were only allowed to do a few things.
I was employed by the people of Kenya through a vote. Only them who could fire me. I needed to stay inside so that I can try to correct things from inside.
But you still couldn't because you were...
No, I stopped. In my own small way, I stopped many things. Yeah, there are many things I would say no. And that is why he could not stand me. He got irritated because I was asking questions. In cabinet, I'm the only man who could say, no, this is wrong. This is not acceptable.
The others were not talking?
Nobody can talk. Even today, everybody is yes, sir. And that's what he wanted. William Ruto is everything.
At what point did you know Mama Imechemuka when you are still with him in the government?
We struggled almost a year. It was very rough for that 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole of 2023 from October.
You saw it coming, bubbling, pole.
Yeah. I couldn't stand what was going on, and I kept on telling him. And he was getting very irritated. You know, very irritated. President is busy making deals and making money. He has no time to verify intelligence and to find out what is happening in the country. So he is a consumer of what Haji gives him. And he likes it that way because it's easier. He gets a report, he reads and says it's okay. But you can see, you know, how embarrassing it is. When abductions started, and we told him the abductions, he asked Haji, he said there are no abductions. The president went on TV and said there are no abductions. When everybody knew abductions are taking place, and there were videos showing people being abducted, he was told by Nuruddin there are no abductions. He said, fine. He went on another day, he said, we will stop the abductions. So people asked, if you will stop them, who will you stop? It means you know they were going on. The other day, there was a president of a certain country that came, I think last week. And in one of the questions he was asked about the abduction, he said, no, everybody who was abducted has been reunited with the family, yet many people have disappeared. This president is clueless. He's so embarrassing to the country because he is here. He's the president of the country. He's supposed to be so authoritative, yet he is lying to the people of Kenya in broad daylight. And he said that all these people have been reunited with their families, yet there are so many people who are missing. There are so many others who are dead. So these ones who are dead, and I was asking, probably the dead ones, he has revived them and he related them with the families. And probably he has that capacity because the other day in Narok, he said he has talked to somebody who died in 2017. So probably in the same way he talked to the guy who died in 2017, probably he has had a conversation with the Gen Zs who are killed, he has revived them and he related them. You know, we are very embarrassed as a country. When they refused to bring it to the cabinet subcommittee that I chaired,
Okay.
and he said usipeleke kwa hiyo mtu ya maneno mingi. It was taken direct to the cabinet without coming through the cabinet committee that I chaired.
Okay.
And he gave a direct approval without discussion, so we just regularized it in cabinet. And nobody could speak.
Was it a legit deal, though?
Of course not. It was pure theft of public funds.
So they were actually selling the airport?
Yeah, they were selling the airport just like the way they have sold Bomas of Kenya. Bomas of Kenya, somebody has been given, a fellow from Turkey has been given a lease for 99 years. You know, and they are also using government money from the tourism fund to give to the guy to improve the facility. Lease it to somebody, then use government funds and give to the guy. It's pure theft. You know, Kenya now is a criminal enterprise. In fact, State House is a scene of crime. For practical purposes. Hii ni serikali tu ya ukora na biashara. And I can tell you, in another 2 years, if things go the way they are going, there will be no country. You know?
Watauza country?
Oh, you said everything. William Ruto is very persuasive. He sold us a narrative that today when we interrogate what we were doing and saying, we wonder whether we were mad. You know, sometimes you look back to the things that you did and said,
Okay.
and you really wonder whether you are in your right senses. But you know, some of us are very trusting. You know, we really believed this man and his narrative, and he sold it to us. You know, hook, bait, and sinker, and we bought it. And today, this country is in shit. You know, we are in a hole. Yeah, the country is almost collapsing. You know, we are in trouble with the international community. You have heard what the Americans are saying. We are in trouble with Sudan, the DRC. You know, the economy has collapsed. There's no money in people's pocket. The health system has collapsed. The education system has collapsed. I, Rigathi Gachagua, bears a lot of blame for the situation we are in. And I'm very sorry to the people of Kenya. And I once more want to take this opportunity to apologize to the people of Kenya for the role I played in birthing the current leadership that has caused misery and desperation to the people of Kenya by reading the payslip and by making life unbearable. I bear great responsibility for the crisis we are in as a country.
That you've created.
And I have asked the people of Kenya to allow me to correct that situation.
Okay.
And I will.
Okay.
Together with other like-minded Kenyans and the people of Kenya, we must correct that situation.